It was a cold, ordinary Monday night in the small, picturesque town of Hebden Bridge, West Yorkshire. The date was November 7th, 1994. 13-year-old Lindsay Jo Rimer, a popular and bright Year 9 student, was at home with her family. Around 10:15 p.m., she decided to make a quick trip to the local Spar supermarket on Crown Street. Her mission was simple: buy a packet of cornflakes. It was a mundane, everyday errand, the kind of task performed countless times by countless teenagers. But for Lindsay, this simple walk would be her last. She briefly stopped at the Trades Club pub to see her mother, who was having a drink, before continuing on her way. She was last seen on security camera footage near the Spar, a fleeting image of a young girl in a dark coat, a moment of normalcy before she vanished into the cold November night. The cornflakes were never bought, and Lindsay never came home. Her disappearance launched one of Britain's most enduring and heartbreaking unsolved murder cases, a mystery that has haunted a community for decades. Before we delve into the details of this tragic case, please take a moment to remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Calendar of Crime so you don't miss future episodes. Your support helps us continue to shed light on these cold cases and keep the memory of the victims alive. Lindsay's family immediately knew something was terribly wrong. It was completely out of character for the responsible teenager to stay out all night without contacting them. The initial search was frantic, focusing on the short route between her home on Cambridge Street and the supermarket. Police quickly launched a major missing person inquiry, but the trail was frustratingly cold. The security footage was the last confirmed sighting. Investigators interviewed hundreds of people, followed up on countless leads, and searched the local area exhaustively. The picturesque landscape of Hebden Bridge, known for its rolling hills and canals, became the backdrop for a desperate search, with posters bearing Lindsay's face plastered across the town. The weeks turned into months, and the hope of finding Lindsay alive began to fade, replaced by a chilling dread. 5 months after her disappearance, on April 12, 1995, the search came to a devastating end. 2 canal workers made a grim discovery in the Rochdale Canal at Rawdon Mill Lock, approximately a mile from the town center. It was Lindsay's body. The scene was disturbing. Her body had been deliberately weighted down with a heavy concrete boulder, an attempt by her killer to ensure she would never be found. The post-mortem examination revealed that Lindsay had been strangled, in a detail that speaks to the suddenness and brutality of her abduction. The exact chain she had been given for the cornflakes was still in her pocket. Crucially, the pathologist found no evidence of sexual assault, concluding that the attack was not of a sexual nature. This finding complicated the profile of the killer, suggesting a motive or circumstance that was not immediately apparent. The focus of the investigation immediately shifted to a murder inquiry. Detectives faced a difficult task. The location where Lindsay was found, next to a now demolished, well-lit factory, suggested the killer had intimate local knowledge. They knew the area, they knew the canal, and they likely knew the factory's lack of nighttime security. Police later admitted a critical error. They had not searched that specific section of the canal earlier, believing the currents would have carried a body downstream, not upstream toward the lock. This mistake allowed the killer 5 months of freedom before the body was discovered. The investigation was massive, involving hundreds of officers and linking the case to other unsolved murders in the region, including the National Operation Enigma Review. For years, the case remained a frustrating, cold file. However, advancements in forensic science offered a glimmer of hope. In 2016, West Yorkshire Police announced a significant breakthrough. They had isolated a full DNA profile from the scene, believed to belong to Lindsay's killer. This DNA profile was a game-changer, allowing investigators to cross-reference it against national databases. The police issued a renewed, impassioned appeal to the public, emphasizing that the killer's DNA was now on file and that it was only a matter of time before they were identified. In a dramatic development in October 2025, a serving prisoner was arrested on suspicion of Lindsay's murder. While this was a major step, the case remains officially unsolved, and the identity of the person responsible has not been confirmed or brought to justice. The search for the truth continues, driven by the dedication of the police and the unwavering hope of Lindsay's family. The murder of Lindsay Jo Rimer is a stark reminder of the vulnerability of the innocent and the enduring pain of an unsolved crime. A young life, full of promise, was extinguished on a simple errand for cornflakes. Her family continues to live with the agony of not knowing who took their daughter and why. The DNA evidence offers the strongest hope yet for closure. If you have any information, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, please contact the West Yorkshire Police or Crime Stoppers. Let's help bring justice for Lindsay. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.